She invited her mom to live with us, and we surprisingly got along really good. One night, after a few drinks, her mom made a move on me, and it's kind of just went from there afterwards. Welcome back to They Did What? Your source for the internet's craziest, most entertaining stories, where I go over them, analyze them, and most certainly make fun of them. Today, going to go over a story titled, I, a 22-year-old male, got my girlfriend's mom, a 42-year-old female, pregnant, and she won't get a procedure. And guys, this story is all about a guy. He's been with his girlfriend for 5 years, and they're now living together. And things were rocky, both between him and his girlfriend, but also his girlfriend's mother and her husband. The mother comes to live with them in their apartment for a little while. And as you're going to see, one thing leads to another. There's drinking involved, and he ends up nailing his girlfriend's mom. Unfortunately, the bonehead obviously didn't wear protection or who knows what, and she got pregnant. And now he's in a situation because she wants to keep the child, and he's on the figuring out what he should do. So here's yet another crazy story here about a guy can't keep a snake in his cage or wear protection or something like that. But quite an entertaining one. So I'm going to go through this, guys, and you're going to see here, it's amazing to me the things guys get themselves into because they let the head down south do all the thinking. So it starts off, he says, I've been with my girlfriend for 5 years. We've been together since high school and attend the same college now, but we decided instead of living in the dorms, we got a place together just off campus. Well, I say it all the time, the only reason you should live with your girlfriend is you intend to marry her. That's it. Otherwise, the hell's the point? And things can go downhill as well, you're going to see. My girlfriend has been overwhelmed with her curriculum and has been nothing but distant and stressed. She always suffered from bouts of depression and anxiety, but it's gone into overdrive and honestly it's driven a divide in our relationship the last year or so. So for like the last year or so, you've had a shitty relationship. Life is short, my man. You know, she obviously needs help. She's not getting help, so you're now dealing with it, and you live with her, and then you got to deal with it 24/7. People may call me a selfish a-hole, but you got to take care of yourself. And if your girlfriend isn't going to take care of herself, then you shouldn't be there to have to deal with it. And again, she's not his wife or anything. She's also been upset about her parents who recently split up. She invited her mom to live with us, and we surprisingly got along really good. One night after a few drinks, her mom made a move on me, and it kind of went from there afterwards. Last week, she told me she needed to talk to me and told me she's pregnant. Smooth move, jackass. Should have worn protection or disposed of the protection or who knows what. I was mostly confused because she's pretty old and already had kids. Pretty old, she's 42. I'm 44 and I'm not old. I told her straight away she needed to get an abortion and she said she needed to think. We didn't speak about this much last week, but that night my girlfriend revealed to me that her mom was pregnant and that her mom told her dad. Well, this just keeps getting better and better. So now my girlfriend's dad thinks the baby is his apparently, and after a brief chat with her mom, she coldly told me she's keeping it and pretty much told me to F off. Now there are elements of this story that you have to question, but you never know these days. This sounds like daytime TV. So let's review. His girlfriend's got a lot of major depression problems. Their relationship has pretty much sucked for the last year or two. She invites the mom to move in with them, okay, which is really screwed up given that he's 22, right? She didn't ask him. And one thing leads to another. They're drinking. The mom F's him. And now she's pregnant and is telling him to F off and is telling the father, oh, it's your baby. What I tell you guys about getting to know a girl's family before you get serious with her. This is going to become his family. Maybe this is a good time to depart. I obviously can't keep dating my girlfriend. I can't pretend my kid's her brother. On top of that, I'm furious with her mom because she's forcing this kid into this world. Also, my girlfriend has been so depressed lately that I'm afraid the truth might cause her some serious mental harm. I know I'm an a-hole in this situation, so save your judgments, but I need help. What's the best way to approach this situation? That leaves the least amount of damage for everyone involved. Well, you're all pretty much screwed here. I mean, it was the screwing that got you in trouble to begin with. Now he provides some little updates and all. He says, I've decided to walk away from the situation and let it handle itself. I'm washing my hands of this. My girlfriend's dad is claiming the baby, and as far as anyone knows, he is so happy, and her mom is also excited to have a baby from what my girlfriend tells me. Plus, me and my girlfriend have been getting along so good lately, and her mom is moving back home, so there's no more tension there. Our fling all has but died. Yeah, but you still nailed your girlfriend's mom, and your girlfriend's mom is having your child, so it's not over. And if the situation was reversed, and she was hooking up with your dad, you'd have every right to know. So even though she's got depression problems, let's just say hypothetically she's good to this guy, she has a right to know. But this just gets getting worse and worse. It says here, everything's gone back to normal, but kind of better. My girlfriend has grown to the idea of her mom having another kid and is excited for a sibling, and she's even hinted that she wants us to have children in the future. Oh, great. The advice to move on in this thread was great, and everything is moving smooth once I let go of the fact that it's my baby. It's really not the parent who raises it. I'll probably have a kid of my own soon, and my relationship is on fire right now. Thank you guys. I'll still reply to some of the comments when I think is necessary. He goes on also with these mini updates. I'd also really like to thank the people that didn't just insult me, but generally wanted to help. You are appreciated. For the people who say that this is like fantasy porn or something like that is really weird. Nowhere in this post did I give any S-word details, and before I hooked up with her, I never had any older woman fantasy. It just happened. It just happened. He sounds like a chick. He also says, I've replied to so many messages, I think that's all I got in me. And a lot of messages now were just insults or trolls saying my life doesn't exist. But I want to say again, thank you to everyone who helped me, blah, blah, blah. All right. Now, get on to the part 2 where things really get interesting here. He says, I wasn't going to do an update, but due to all the backlash and hate I got both on my posts and even worse in my inbox, on top of people calling me my problem fake, but there were people who gave it good advice and really helped me during a hard time, so this update is for them. The advice I got to back off regarding the baby situation worked this out really well. My girlfriend's mom moved back in with her dad about a month, but ended up leaving again because she had a miscarriage and her dad was really upset about it. Well, this guy's off the hook now, but still a big giant mess. According to my girlfriend, her mom was still drinking and smoking throughout it, and her dad was constantly fighting with her about stopping for the baby. When it passed away, he blamed her, which isn't fair because it's not his body or place to judge what she does with it. Isn't this the same guy who in the beginning of the story said, I want her to get the procedure, but she won't, and it was judging her, but now he's saying that the dad has no right to tell her not to smoke or drink when she's carrying the child. Let's not be a hypocrite here, dude. And yes, she shouldn't be smoking or drinking when she's with child here. So, Mom, they're split up again. And when she was really devastated at the loss and isn't doing well mentally right now, but I think he'll get better soon. My girlfriend has been visiting him a lot and comforting him. This whole family's completely screwed up. My girlfriend thinks her mom made up the pregnancy to get back at her dad because she's known to be dramatic. But I don't think it makes sense because why would she tell me I got her pregnant? Maybe because she's a drama queen. Maybe because she was using you to have leverage. Who the hell knows? And let's also address a fact here that hasn't been addressed yet. The mother is doing her daughter's boyfriend. Okay, and I don't want to hear about alcohol. That's always the excuse. So what does it say about her? She's a drama queen. There's a lot of problems there, like with her and the dad. She hooked up with her daughter's boyfriend. My man, this is a sign to get away from this family. You got to work on yourself as well. And you're also the jackass that boned your girlfriend's mom. Now, yeah, your girlfriend obviously has been depressed, and you probably weren't hooking up or anything like that, but still, not cool. The mother wanted to move back in with us, but my girlfriend and I put our foot down and said she couldn't. Her mom's still upset with her for not letting her stay, but she's staying at a friend's house. Now it worked out. Yeah, how about she gets an apartment or stays with family? She doesn't have to stay with you. And it's already been shown it's not a good idea that the mom stays with you guys because she'll probably try to come after you again. I took advice, I got in the threads, and talked my girlfriend into going to therapy, and she's really supportive about it. We've gone to 4 or 5 sessions now, and I can't believe how much it's made our lives better. I was able to hear her side of the story, which she's currently going through with her depression, and see how much her family life has affected her. Well, I'd be depressed too if I came from a fucked up family like that. We also all agreed that I was way overwhelmed, as well as dealing with her depression, the pandemic, and my college courses on top of her mom's drama that she brought to our house, and that's because I've become distant too, and not supportive of my girlfriend anymore, which only worsens her depression. There's one thing to be supportive and loving if she deserves it. It's another thing to be like, for 2 years or something, constantly trying to hold her up and keep her going. Why wasn't she in therapy or something like this a long time ago? As I say in the other channel all the time, you don't want to be the white knight, Captain Save you know what, because white knights end up, just like nice guys, no good deed goes unpunished. They get taken advantage of. We decided I need to start taking more time for myself and doing things that make me happy again, and my girlfriend agreed to letting me have more free space and to try to give me more attention and affection when needed, and that I would do the same for her. Letting you? What kind of man has his girl let him do this or let him do that? That's probably part of the problem. She's probably lost respect for this guy, because obviously he's just doing all this to make her happy. Still doesn't excuse him nailing her mom. We can all laugh about that, but still. No, this is just not a good situation. We both decided to take a semester off our schooling and take the pressure off our shoulders for a little while, which I'm really excited about. A couple of guys and I were thinking about doing a hiking trip for a couple of weeks, and she wants to do some sort of art thing so we can see what our future holds. Thank you to everyone who tried to actually help and didn't just see me as the devil, but a good person did a bad thing who's just trying to figure out his life. I appreciate the support. Okay, he probably is a good guy, and he was a bonehead in what he did, and he's off the hook, and one has to question if that pregnancy actually happened or she just made it up to get attention. Who the hell knows? But the point is, he still nailed his girlfriend's mom, which is funny on the one hand, but also a smack him in the head moment on another. It says, no, I didn't tell her about her mother, and because it's in the past, and it's a situation that will only hurt her more than help heal us, some things are better left unsaid. He says, can the negative people stop replying now? I was hoping to hear from the people who had helpful, progressive advice. Well, in my opinion, the girlfriend, even though she's got her issues, deserves to know. Okay, because if the situation was reversed and she was nailing his dad, he would deserve to know instead of going through the whole relationship with her and deep down not knowing. Okay, that ain't cool. But this guy needs to get away from her and the family. That family is going to be his family if he stays with her. And that, it's just a complete mess. And it's going to get out one day, some way, somehow, that he nailed her mom. And it's far better that he tells her, in spite of the fireworks and all that. But this is just all this shit. This is when a couple should just break up and move on. But anyhow, guys, there you go. Truth is stranger than fiction. And every now and again, we get a story about some dude nailing his girlfriend's mom. And we've also gotten stories about girls nailing their boyfriend's dads. Okay? I don't know who these people are, where they come from. I really hope I haven't encountered people like this, but I probably have. You just never know. So, all right, guys, that's it for today. It's a quick one. Be sure to comment down below. Let me know what you think about this. And guys, you come across a good story like me to cover in this channel, by all means, email it to me, strongsuccessfulmale@gmail.com. Articles, crazy stories, or your own personal crazy stories, things that you experienced or went through when you were younger, or shit, even recently. I like to hear about it. Just make sure you write it out, easy for me to read. And be sure to like the video, share with your friends, and subscribe. And I'll catch you next time.